All right, next up is Kaci Conetezky. Tonight, Kaci will talk about her journey from sunny Florida to snowy Iowa. And she isn't fighting the cold from Iowa's weather very often. She is playing with her dog, Peyton, or ordering around her husband, Chris.
Alright, so I'm originally from Wellington, Florida. It's about an hour north of Miami in West Palm Beach. Population is 60,000. I graduated with 890 kids in my senior class. I know, huge, right? We're also like horse capital of the world, whether it's polo, equestrian, hunter jumper, dressage. If it has 4 legs and nays, we play it within reason. From there, I went to Lakeland, Florida to do my undergrad and graduate degree at Florida Southern. It has the largest site of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture in the world, for all you architecture nerds out there. And then from here is when I actually moved to Des Moines. So y'all are probably wondering why in blue blazes would I move from Florida to Des Moines? Well, the reason is this charming individual before you. Enter Kaci Conetezky. We were dating for about 5 years, and he got offered the editor position at the business record downtown. I was finishing up grad school, didn't have a job lined up, so we decided to make the move since it was a great opportunity for him. But the whole time I kept saying, but it's Iowa. Now when I think of Iowa, that's what I think of. Luckily, Chris went to Iowa State, so I was able to kind of venture down to Des Moines, check out the area, and I realized that, you know, it may not be that bad, however, it's definitely going to be a big change. The first difference was the language barrier. Y'all don't say y'all. I just learned very quickly. I love talking to someone, and without fail, they will stop me 10 seconds into the conversation and go, where are you from? And then I love seeing the look on their face, and I go, oh, Florida. Because out of the 4 states they were thinking I was going to respond with, Florida is very far and very south of that list. Now, from there, my wardrobe was the next big change. This is what it consisted of before I moved here. I will never forget, we went out one May night. Fortunately, we did move here in May, thank God. But I asked Chris what I should wear out, and he's like, oh, just grab a spring jacket. I'm sorry, a what jacket? There's more than one type of jacket. It's completely phased me. Needless to say, there's more than one type of jacket as I entered my first winter. It is bloody cold here, and oh my gosh, I'm still not used to it. I woke up this morning and I was just depressed out of my mind when there was snow outside. I'm used to hurricane days and have had to transition over to snow days, which just suck. But anyway, hurricane days is what I'm used to, and when there's a storm coming, this is what Florida does. The reason being, the majority of the time, we never get hit by the storm, and so many hurricane days I actually spend at the beach. There was one time, though, that we actually did get hit by the storm when we were at the beach, and my friends thought it'd be smart if we went surfing in it. That was a bad life choice. Publix is a grocery store down south, and bottom line, it really is where shopping is a pleasure. It has been very difficult not having Publix here, mainly for the subs, sweet tea, and chocolate chip cookies. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please, for the love of God, come see me afterwards. I will enlighten you. However, Des Moines has beat up with it with burgers covered in mac and cheese. YPC has been great. We did not have this in Florida, and this is a great way for me to meet friends when I moved up here and really get acclimated into the area. I got involved in the community and did some really cool events like eating 10 chicken wings and then running 3 miles without puking. Thank you, Devoured Des Moines and my Canasiac. Another pleasant surprise that I discovered is Des Moines is really big into the arts. I was a theater minor, and so this is something I've been really passionate about, and so it really helped me by being walking distance to the Sculpture Garden. Chris and I have season tickets to the Civic Center. We go to the Science Museum quite a bit, so that's been fantastic. Now, a lot of times people will ask me, how are Floridians different than Iowans? Because I realize Florida gets a lot of crap in the news about how crazy we all are, right? But don't forget about a certain football fan named Vodka Sam. Lesson learned here, no matter what state you live in, everyone has their Vodka Sams, so please leave poor Florida alone. Now, when I lived in Lakeland, Florida, I lived about 30 minutes from Orlando, Florida, so I pretty much had every major theme park in my backyard. So I was a little worried going from all these theme parks to no theme parks in the state of Iowa. Adventureland does not count. And so here I was really concerned about how I was going to entertain myself while I've been here. But then I went to the Iowa State Fair. And I realized very quickly I could be entertained. You may not have Cinderella's Castle or Mickey Mouse, but gosh dang it, you have East Side Night and fried butter, and that is just as entertaining, if not more. And for the record, we did not get arrested shocker, right? Wildlife is another big adjustment. One benefit is I don't have to check under my car for gators, which I did have to do when my college was right outside of a major lake, because gators would wander onto campus and camp out under the cars because it was shady. People think it was crazy. I thought it was entertaining, because there's a gator. You can go for a run if you need to. Now, I also discovered y'all are really passionate about your football. Like, really passionate. And even more so, your tailgating. Granted, my college did not have a football team, so this whole tailgating experience is new to me. But who the heck goes tailgating at 5 a.m.? I go tailgating at 5 a.m. Another thing I realized is I don't like to partake in alcoholic beverages. I never knew you could have so many festivals out of alcohol until I moved here. Winefest, Oktoberfest, Brewfest, Santa Pub Crawl, which doesn't have fest at the end, but still involves copious amounts of alcohol. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a big supporter of this, and it's for this reason that I believe this is why Iowa has so many recreational activities outside, because how else are you going to burn off all these calories? And I'm a big outdoors girl, so I love when I moved here that there's so many things to do outside, such as dam to dam, horseback riding, kayaking, or lack of kayaking, as you can tell that we're kind of stuck there for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie though, one of the hardest things for me to this day is being so far from my family. I'm the youngest out of 5. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, 8 nieces and nephews, a great niece, a great nephew, all of whom are pictured there, and all of whom still live in Wellington. So it's been really hard being so far from them and the beach, but mostly them. But I'm not gonna lie, I really have made a new family here in Des Moines. I've made some of the best friends I could possibly ask for, and I don't know what I would do without them. We've had some really crazy adventures since we've been here the last 2.5 years, and God only knows what we'll get into this upcoming year. And I can honestly say without a doubt that I wouldn't trade them for all the beaches in the world. So that has kind of made my journey from Florida to Des Moines that much better. And that concludes my journey.